Hi everyone, my name is Aspen or Regulus. I am the happy owner of a 4-month-old ball python male ivory morph. That was messy, but hey, here we go. My videos are usually unedited and 10 minutes long. Unedited because I don't have the time to edit my videos. So yes, if you want to see what he looks like on the miniature, that's him. I can't see him right now. I can't show him right now because he's sleeping. I always film very early, and today it's like 7:30. So yes, I'm playing at the same time, simply because I don't enjoy just focusing on one thing. My hair really hurts. So today I want to talk about a mistake I made yesterday. While on feeding day, and how to prevent it, and and not to pun and explain some things. So, how am I going to abort this question? I'm very tired. Sorry, I didn't sleep well. So, first of all, there is no feeding day. You can't just assign a day for the feeding. So what I usually do is what I did last time was that I fed him when he was asking for food. When he went up to the front of his terrarium, when he was looking for food, when he was actively asking. But what I did yesterday was not that. I had decided that the feeding day would be on Monday because you're supposed to feed them once a week. And so when I put him in what I do is that I put him in a small tank for the feeding so that he doesn't associate his big terrarium and my hand with the feeding. And the doors opening, more like, with feeding. And so what I did is I put him in a small terrarium and also put him a water bowl, which was a mistake. Because then he wets his food and he doesn't like wet food, so he's a bit picky on that side, but otherwise he'd eat anything. He's a good eater, he enjoys food, but also he doesn't like wet food, which is fair enough, I wouldn't eat a wet mouse either. Well, I wouldn't eat a mouse, but, and so I fed him. Normally, I try to, I did everything. I ate up the mouse, I unfreezed it, warmed it up to room temperature and even more so that it's still be attracted to it. And I gave him the option to eat it. I put it where he could reach it, and everything. But it still didn't seem attracted to it. He didn't seem to want it. And so I panicked because he had been a little bit lethargic. Not really, he moved, but not as much. And that worried me because I'm a big worrier. I worry very quickly. I'm sorry, my host in the game did something very, 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 very weird, and that surprised me. And so I was a bit worried. I get worried very easily. In case you didn't notice. I had literally get worried for anything. There was one day where I googled at 3 a.m. how to know if a snake is dead, and then checked if he was showing any signs. He was not. He was very much alive, just asleep, and he wanted peace. But I panicked. And so I wanted to say something, but I did forget what to say. I'm sorry, I'm just yawning. I'm tired. There was something I wanted to say. Yes, the food. And so I put him in a small terrarium. I tried to enhance him with the food. He did not react. He looked scared of it, even. When I put it on his body, he would just turn around a little bit and just ignore it. Then I put it on the floor of his terrarium, because last time when I put it on the floor, he just jumped on it. And he did not. He just went across it and went to the other side. That I can tell you that I panicked. I started crying and wondering what I was doing wrong, and if he was okay, if he was sick, if I was gonna die. basic first owner things. Um, and then my mother, who had reptile at my age, was like, okay, leave it there for a few hours. So we ended up going dinner outside, and when I came back, it was still there, and it was smelling like hell. But not just the dead mouse, there was something else. But it was smelling like hell. Um, and so, we gotta clean it up. And for that, we gotta get him out of there. Because poor guy was like, I wanna get out. He was literally just on the top of his, like, smelling the top of his terrarium, trying to push. And so he got scared, I believe. Because when he saw me arrive, he just pulled back. And then I went really quickly to open the top because it's opened on the top. And he tried to attack me, and so I panicked. Well, he tried. I don't think he tried to attack. I think he tried to defend himself, but it looked the same to me. And so I panicked a little bit. I backed off, and I called my mother for her to come check if he's gonna do anything, like for her to like mentally support me. And so I reopened it, no problem whatsoever. He didn't want to attack. He just stayed back, on defense. And then I have a crochet that I'm gonna show you in another video, I think. A big one, like it's a very big one. I can just expand it very large. And I used it to pick him up and put him in his bigger terrarium. That's what I do when I pick him up from the bigger to the smaller terrarium. And then I was like, okay, I gotta clean it up. I was feeling sick already because of the smell. And then I picked up with Twinks. Is that a word? But like big things. I picked it up, put it in a bunch of paper towels, and threw it away, because that's unhealthy for your snake. You can't use that anymore. And then I went back up and I was like, it still smelled like hell. It should not smell that much. And then that's when I saw the reason why he was not eating, why he was not even hungry. He had not pooped yet. He poops in his smaller terrarium. And basically, when a snake finishes digesting, he's gonna poop immediately. On the spot. There and then. And that's what it did. I didn't know what poops look like, so I didn't know what to look for in this terrarium. Well, it looks like hell, okay? And so I just went like, I can't clean that up today. I just cannot afford to clean that up today. Because mentally, I can't touch that. And so the terrarium is currently outside, waiting for me to clean it up. But it's gonna wait a little bit because it's 7:42 in the morning. That's too early. That's too early to go play and poop. So at least now I know why he was not hungry. He just had not defect yet. Poor guy. So don't make a mistake like me, If your snake doesn't eat, it's not that he's ill or anything. It might be if there is other signs. Right now, he just hadn't pooped yet. Don't assign so my advice would be, don't assign a feeding day. Wait for them to show signs of hunger, such as staying in the front of the terrarium, waiting, looking for the food. Basically, that's all I can give you as advice. And check for poop. Check for caca. Because if he has not pooped, he's not gonna eat. Don't put water bowl in your feeding tank. That's the thing too. Don't do that. Because then he's gonna wet his food and not want it anymore. Even though it will be his fault. So yeah. I'm at 9 minutes 20. I want to reach 10. So I'm just gonna say my goodbyes now. Okay. You have an amazing day or night or whatever. I don't know what time it is where you're looking for. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to say, just comment. Please like, share, comment, obviously. And if you want to see the journey of Apollo's growth and some tips and tricks, follow me. I promise it's fun. It's a fun ride. Sometimes I'm gonna be just doing videos of me panicking because my snake is not eating or drinking or whatever or losing shape. He's perfectly fine, he just hadn't pooped. And explain like a few of the mistakes I'm gonna make because I'm a learner. It's my first time actually practicing what I learned theoretically. So it's gonna be difficult, okay? And that's fine. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes as long as it's not killing him. And he's perfectly okay. He's just a bit angry because I pissed him off. If you've got any medication you need to take it. Eat, drink. I have a single hair. Eat, drink, stay hydrated. Not just by drinking, but like put cream on because that's good for your skin. It's usual. Well, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching and goodbye.